coming up in today's Battle Report. Hello, good morning and welcome back to the channel, guys. Me and Harry again.
Yes.
People isolating, people working. It just seems to be
they are doing well from what we've heard though, so it's positives.
But yeah, anyway, regardless of the rest of the channel nonsense in the background, today we have Drukhari from me yourself once again, and you're bringing the spooky boys.
I am bring the Terminators.
Yeah, and the Giraffe of Doom.
Yes.
Well, no, not quite Giraffe of Doom. The Giraffe of come back to life, maybe.
Yes. The Jesus Giraffe.
Yeah, reanimate it, guys. You both bringing some units. I have 2 on my list down. I'm bringing 2 Razor Wings at 1,000 points. That should hopefully balance things out a little bit.
What we said was for our sort of 1K special, we were going to do a 2K game at some point. However, before we did do the 2K game, I wanted a little bit of practice to see what the Necrons were like, so I wasn't making catastrophic mistakes at such a large points value. And
I want to finish painting some Eradicators.
That's true. That's true.
So my plan is to bring my London Grand Tournament list. So I've got, I think, a couple more Dreadnought plasma weapons just to do the OSL on. And I'm thinking about another 4 Eradicators to finish building and painting. Then you'll get to see my competitive army versus Harry's Necron army thrown together. So that'll be fun.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But anyway, yeah, today, 1,000 points, Necrons versus Drukhari, Drukhari versus Necrons, whatever you want to do. Realspace Raid, random patrol detachment.
Yeah, it's just patrol.
So hopefully you enjoy this, guys. We'll back with you in the list in just a moment. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep pushing towards 2,000 subs now. We've never target in mind. Thank you again once, guys. We really can't believe that we've hit that target for just a bunch of guys messing around a weekend. So thank you once again, and we'll catch you soon. Right then, guys, this is my 1,000 points of Drukhari for today. We're running a Realspace Raid battalion, which hopefully, as you all know, is one of each variant. And I am running spent 1 CP on Alliance of Agony and another CP on an additional relic, so prizes from the Dark City. Alliance of Agony being the one that gets me Warlord traits for all of my characters. So starting in the middle, we have an Archon. He's been upgraded to the Master Archon with the Splintered Genius. He has a Blast Pistol, he has the Gin Blade, he has Hatred Eternal. Nice and straightforward. He is leading his unit of 5 standard Cabalites, no special weapons. We then have a Succubus. Today we are running her with the Triptech Whip and Precision Blows. So this is where the second Relic comes in, and then obviously the Warlord trait from Alliance of Agony. So she is then leading up a unit of Bare Bones, which is behind her there. Yeah, nice and straightforward. And then completing the set, we then have an Homunculus. He has the Diabolical Soothsayer Warlord trait from the Alliance of Agony, which gets him extra toughness, extra attack, and an extra wound, I believe. And he has a unit of Racks following him. We then have 4 dedicated transport Venoms. They are just stock with cannons up top, rifles below, no upgrades, so no chain snares or anything like that today. And then we have the bulk of the points, and probably one of the least points efficient units in the book. We have 2 Razor Wing jet fighters with disintegrator cannons and splintered rifles. They obviously make up, should be doing most of the heavy lifting in the army, but probably won't. As far as the abilities, detachments and the like go, we are running Cabal of the Poison Tongue for the Cabal units. We are running Cult of the Cursed Blade for the Witch Cult units. And we are running Prophets of the Flesh for the Homunculus Coven units. All the vehicles are in the Cabal, just for simplicity's sake, so I don't have to try and remember who's in what. So we've all dedicated them that way. And that's the list, guys. Really short and sweet, really heavily toned down Drukhari force. Harry's not the most used to the Necron armies, so we thought we'd ease it back and see what happens when we bring some really inefficient units. So that's that. We'll come back to you with the Necrons in just a moment.
Okay then, so this is 1,000 points of Necrons. So today I'm going to be running the Szarekhan Dynasty. So that gives me a 5 at feel no pain against mortal wounds. And it also means that each unit, when it does a wound roll, I get to reroll one of those per phase. So starting off in the HQ slots, I've got my Overlord. So he is equipped with the Orb of Eternity, so the special Resurrection Orb, and the just a regular Warscythe. His Warlord trait is Triarch's Will, so that means that I get to do some more command protocol shenanigans. My next choice, which you don't see often, is a Plasmancer. So I've spent the 20-point upgrade to give him the Tesla Weave, Cryptic Arkana. So that means that basically when enemy units charge, I get to dish out some mortal wounds against them. And I've also given him the Veil of Darkness to teleport around the board and cause Toby some headaches. Moving on into troops, I've got one unit of 18 Gorse Reaper warriors. I didn't have enough for the full 20, so 18 will have to do. And then I also have a squad of 5 Tesla Immortals. Tesla here should be actually quite good because against Toby's Drukhari, actually just the number of shots and forcing him to roll saves will beat over the AP of just a regular Gorse Blasters. So moving on to elites, I've got a squad of 5 Lich Guard. They're there just to sort of add some counterpunch to this list and hopefully bully the centre, especially where all the objectives are placed. And then, because I couldn't, and we haven't seen him for, I don't think we've actually seen him on the channel at all, thinking about it, I bought a Reanimator. So this is here just to sort of keep units alive, and we'll see how well he does. He probably won't do masses, but I want us to bring him. Moving on into fast attack, I've got 2 units of Scarabs. So they are there to get things like engage, do some actions if the mission is particularly useful, just those sort of things. They're useful. And then finally, we've got, in heavy support, we've got 2 squads of destroyers. So we've got 1 unit of 2 and 1 unit of 1, trying to get the most out of the Szarekhan, re-roll a wound roll with them being split up. So yeah, that is 1,000 points of Necrons. On to mission and deployment.
Today's mission is Forward Push from the Grand Tournament 2021 Incursion Mission Pack. The Drukari secondaries are To the Last, Engage on All Fronts, and the mission-specific secondary objective, Forward Push. The Necrons have selected Grind Them Down, Engage on All Fronts, and the mission-specific secondary objective, Forward Push. Heading down the table towards Harry's Necrons, we have 2 flyers at the back, just maximising their movement potential. With there being my To the Last options, they might be zooming off the board to hide at some point, but we'll see how that goes. We have a number of Venoms. The one on the left there has got the Cablites in it, hence the Cablite on the roof, and the bald-headed guy without his helmet on is empty. We have an Archon hiding behind the wall here, ready to do my first secondary on that objective point there. On this side, we have 2 more Venoms. We have a Venom here for the Witches with the Succubus, and a Venom here full of Rax with the Homunculus and Rax, ready to zoom down towards other objectives and to get killing. Harry, how have you deployed, sir?
So the giraffe itself has chucked itself as far out of the way as possible, behind the obscuring terrain, so that even if he's safe for at least a turn, unless you want to bring the planes out. The Lich Guard, Scarabs, and the lone destroyer are in that building.
Sorry guys, my arms aren't long enough. Still trying to social distance a little bit.
The warriors are in the middle, and the Plasmancer and the Overlord are there, so the Plasmancer can still give his mortal wound sort of anti-charging bonus.
Yep.
The 2 destroyers are behind the dense terrain, so they're going to get their cover save plus the -1 to hit. The Immortals are in the dense terrain, so once again, the cover save and the mortal and the -1 to hit.
Yep.
Scabs at the back, just so it stops you bringing your planes forward. You can't go as aggressively as possible and take them to the back. So realistically, they're going to be out here somewhere. And yeah, that is it, really. It's trying to be aggressive, but also need to be defensive as well at the same time, which is a bit of a pain.
Just from my ignorance, Harry, and possibly the guys watching the video, what's the range on the Giraffe Boy's reanimating beam?
6 inches.
Okay, so that's hence the guy in the corner.
He's within 6 inches of that guy there.
Yeah, cool. And the Warriors are the only unit he can put his beam on, aren't they?
Any Dynasty unit.
Any Dynasty unit? Oh, that's quite cool. So you could switch his beam with a stratagem and such to be able to...
So I can put it on any model in this army, because even the destroy units are still Dynasty units.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's good. Right, guys, so that is us deployed. We're just going to roll off a first turn. I'm going to be doing this wrong-handed, so let's see how this goes.
It's 2.
So 2. It begins.
That's a 1.
So 5. Drukari going first then, guys. Being Cabal of the Poison Tongue with some of my units, I did have the opportunity to spend 2 CP to redeploy and possibly put things in strategic reserves. I'm not going to. So we'll come back to you at the end of the Drukari movement phase, and the command phase, not a lot's going to happen. So we'll see you in just a mo. Okay guys, so we're back with the end of the Drukari movement phase. The start of the movement phase, the Archon started doing the forward push specific objective. Can't remember what it's called.
I think it's just for forward push.
Fair enough. On that objective dark there, represented by the upside down combat director marker. The Venoms have all pushed forwards. So we have a Venom for the Cabalites, we have a Venom that's empty, we have a Venom with Witches, and a Venom with Racks. So they are basically sat ready. So if Harry decides to pop one of them, a squad's going to be getting out and hopefully then being in a position to put do actions onto points here. So that's the plan there. And then we have Flyers have pushed forwards. So this Razor Wing is actually in line with that objective, but with the wobbly crater, he just keeps falling over. So we've put him to one side slightly. But it basically means in the next turn, they can both pivot 90 degrees into the center of the board and basically change places, keeping them both on the board for me with their minimum movements. On one of them's trailing smoke, then you can just fly straight off the board and be safe. So that's the current plan there. At the back corner here, I've basically zoned Harry out with Veil of Darkness in this corner. He can obviously come in over here, but then he's a long way away from objectives if he fails his charge and is out in the open. So there's a bit of screening there, and I get into command point. So that's the movement phase complete, guys. I am just going to start collecting some dice and some measurements. So we'll be back with you in just a moment to get into the shooting phase proper. Except for
command protocols.
Command protocols for Harry.
He's nice and simple. I've gone for directive 1, so if I stay stationary, I get light cover.
Yeah, so all of Harry's army has got light cover because he hasn't had a chance to move yet. And quite obviously, power and bane wise, guys, using the old 8-head cards, I've got 6 up been done across the board. Power from pain wise. So let me collect some dice and I'll be back with you in just a moment for the Drukari shooting phase. Okay guys, so I have many dice ready, nice little piles, actually being organised for change. So we're going to start from the right hand side of the table and we're going to start with this back Venom here. So all of his firepower is going through the dents into the destroyers.
Because you can see them.
You can see them, but I've obviously got Mechanica Strain intervening. Yeah. So we're going to start off with the Splinter Cannon. Sorry guys, that table camera was there. So hitting you on 4s. Now wounding you on 3s because Poison Tongue. So I've Poison 3 up. So that is 3 of them at -1, 2 damage apiece.
Cool, so the light cover benefit from the protocol makes 0 difference in this case because they were already in cover.
Yep.
So if they -1, did you say?
Yes.
Cool, so 4 up armor save. Oh no, 3 up. Sorry. Cool.
Nice.
Thank goodness it's 3 up.
Splinter Rifles. Both hit. And both wound. So there's no minus at all on these and only 1 damage.
Yep. That's
so then we will come on to the next of the Venoms. So this is the Venom itself, not the occupants. So it's Splinter Cannon. 2 hits, 3s to wound. 2 wounds at -1 again.
3 ups. Okay, so one goes through and that's 2 damage, did you say?
Yep.
Cool.
So this is onto your single unit.
This one.
Where's the single? Doing his own? Oh, he's over there. Right, I thought they were all under there. So no. Yep.
So he's on his own. He's down to 1 wound remaining.
Yep. And then they splinter rifles from the venom. Sorry, Harry, I thought they were all under there. So then we have the 4 rifles from the squad inside the venom.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5 rifles from the squad inside the venom, because there's, for a change, I haven't got a special weapon. So that is 3 hits, 3 to wound, 2 wounds at no minus.
2 ups. 1 is destroyed.
Yep.
Now, is that the end of that shooting for that unit?
It is, yes.
Cool. So 3 dice on 5 up.
3 5 ups, he goes back.
Yes.
You have done this to me before.
No, I haven't.
Today is not that day.
Cool. So that destroy is
Destroyed.
dead. Yes, it is most definitely destroyed.
Okay, so we're then on to this Razor Wing here. So he is going to put his missiles, which is going to be the Necro. Are they still called Necrotoxins? They are still called Necrotoxins. Necrotoxin missiles into the big blob of warriors.
Cool.
And he's going to put his rifles into the blob of warriors and his disintegrator cannons into the remaining destroyer.
Cool. I'm going to spend 2 command points now.
Okay.
For reanimation prioritization.
That's moving the.
So what it means is that I can now use the reanimate beam like it's a command phase. So he now gives them the +1.
Didn't they already have the +1?
No, because you have to.
In the
you have
phase.
to do it in the command phase, and I haven't done the command phase just yet.
Right, that makes sense.
So it gives him a way of getting the plus
okay,
1.
that's fair enough. So we will start off then with the disintegrator cannons. So guys, I was just checking the prey on the weak stratagem, which allows me to get +1 to wound on models or units that have already taken damage. However, that only applies to core units, of which all my troops are currently
Inside.
not on board. So the venom, the Razor Wings aren't the core.
Definitely
not Space
not core.
Marines, we don't get nice things. So here we go with the disintegrator cannons. So obviously this is -1 to hit. Which
This
really
dense terrain hasn't really helped me in any way, shape, or
What's the
form.
toughness of a destroyer now, dude?
They are. Oh yeah, because for once you've actually not good.
These aren't poison, these actually have to wound.
They're T5.
This is forced to wound you then. Which is why I was looking at the +1 to wound. So that is 3 wounds, and these are, I haven't used destroyers for a little while, these are -3, dude.
So 5 up saves with these.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice.
2 saves.
So that's 2 damage.
2
So
damage.
we've got 1 wound
Cools
left.
down to 1
That's
wound.
somewhat frustrating. And then the 4 shots from the splinter cannons, which we declared into the blob, didn't we?
Yes.
So we'll do them now. So they all hit. Forced to freeze to injury because these are poison tongue. So that is 3 wounds at no minus.
Cool. So 4 at base, +1 because I haven't moved because of the command protocol. So 3 up saves. Cool. And then 1 4 up reanimation.
Not yet, because I've still got the missiles.
Oh, you still got
firing.
missile file. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
So these are blast 3d3 blast. So Harry having more than 11 unit models in the unit, I'm obviously getting max shots here. So this is 9 shots from the missiles, hitting you on freeze because. Oh, sorry, I got the camera angle then was awful. And then wounding you on 2+. This is poison 2+, technically 1+ because and of course I roll as a 1. So that is 3 wounds at no minus.
Cool. So 3 up saves again.
Yep.
Cool.
Now you can do your reanimation.
Cool. So we'll then do him. Now these are on 4 ups because of the giraffe.
No, so none
Fantastic.
come back there.
Cool.
Okay.
They may come back at some point.
Yeah, they may well. So now we're going to change my attack slightly. So we're going to come on this flyer. He is going to put his missiles into the remaining destroyer, and he's going to put the rest of his rifles and his disintegrators into the destroyer, which you can see through the wingtip.
Makes sense.
So the missiles this time, I am going to go for the Shatterfield missile. So this is Salt D6. So let's roll the number of shots. 3 shots. Hitting you on 4s. That's annoying. I do need Undead. I'm going to CP reroll one of those.
Okay.
So that does hit. This is Strength on the Shatterfield. It's Strength 7, so freeze to wound you.
Freeze.
Of course. Oh, that's frustrating. I think knock my CV down, guys. We then have the disintegrator cannons into the other destroyer.
Yep.
Okay.
You are hitting on 3s though because it's not dense.
Yep. Then wounding you on 4s. 1 wound, sir.
2 up.
They're not 2 up because this is the disintegrator cannon. These are -3.
Disintegrator cannons.
Yep.
Are they -3? Okay.
Yeah.
So that is a fail. That's 2 damage, so he's down to 1 as well.
Yep. And then we have the rifles to go into him.
Sorry, those are rifles I was thinking of.
Yep. So these are hitting. Of course, they hit more accurately, don't they? Of course they do, guys. These are 3s. So that is 2, no minus on these ones.
2 2-ups. I will spend a
It's 2
CP.
up. He's got 3 up cover on me. You don't get cover in there, do you?
He's an infantry model. I'm inside the cover.
I didn't think Ruins gave dents, didn't.
Ruins give you light cover.
Oh, light cover, I'm thinking -1. Sorry, my brain is not
So
working.
I will spend a command point to.
You get that anyway, you'd have got that anyway, wouldn't you, staying still? So
Yes, but I rolled a one with that
Yeah.
roll. So good.
I saw the 1 again, guys.
So I'm down to 2, and he is alive.
That's frustrating. So I was really hoping to kill those destroyers. But there we go. And none of the rest of my army can see. Can you see if this Venom here can see your destroyer? I don't think he can, but with the camera, I don't really bend down and give the guys a porting camera angle work.
Honestly, no.
No, cool.
No,
I didn't
just
think.
because that block there is where
I
it
didn't
is.
think he could. It was a long shot. So we then, I talk about long shots. We're going to put both these Venoms. I'm going to combine their firepower because they're both going into the blob over there.
Yep.
Actually, I can't.
You've got to do it one at a time because of reanimation.
So these are the rifles from the witch one. Or they'll carry the witches. They miss the cannons. 1 hit. 1 wound. -1. So 4 ups back to you because you'll cover.
Fine.
And the other one. Both miss the cannon. 2 hits. 2 wounds. -1.
So -1 on these.
Yeah.
Cool. So back to 4 ups. Cool.
Yeah, and that's the Venoms fired. That's everybody fired, Harry. That didn't go so well. I was hoping to kill the destroyers.
A bit more.
Yeah, so I was really hoping to kill both destroyer units, guys. That was
Your
critical to me there. Having them both onto 1 wound is really annoying because basically they are the big threat to my flyers, and also Harry's grind them down. So.
Realistically, the way I see it,
It's kept you in the game.
It has kept me in the game. I'm not sure whether I'm actually ever going to bother shooting those flies. I know they give you your whilst we stand points, but I'd rather you get 10 points on that, but then I deny you a lot more on your primaries.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So if I can take off a couple of the Venoms at that and you've just got some, say, Cavalites stuck outside, it's not the worst in the world.
No. So that's the Drukari turn, guys. So I've got me 1 point, victory point for the Archon down here. I'm still on the max 15 to the last.
Yep.
And engaged on the front, I have only currently in 2 quarters because I didn't accurately measure that Venom very well. So we're not going to claim that he was and it could have been.
Those.
And the flyers don't count.
Flyers count for engage.
I don't think they do.
They do.
We'll double check. And if they do, then they are. I might actually have 4 quarters, but we'll double check it. I didn't think they did. So
Behind enemy lines doesn't count for flyers, but I think engage does.
we'll double check it, guys, and give you some score updates at the end of the battle round. But we'll come back to you at the end of the Necron turn 1. See you in just a second. Well, I was going to make binaric beeping noises, then realise you're not AdMech and not in double toasters. So terminated music, which I'm not going to attempt to hum.
Everything's sort of just gone round to the side because this side here is the weaker one of the 2 for me. Realistically, I'm probably going to try and pop either this Venom here, or I don't want to, but I'm going to have to go probably against a Razor Wing because at the moment the Scarabs have moved up and they are outnumbering.
Yep, so you now hold that objective over me.
Yeah, and they advance so they can't charge onto it.
Yep.
The Immortals have pushed up best in the dense terrain. Both of the destroyers have healed 2 wounds. Sorry, healed the wounds, so they're up to 2.
Yep.
The Plasmancer has kind of gone centrally, so if you were to charge pretty much anything bar the Scarabs, I can do some anti-charge mortal wound bonuses.
Yep.
Happy days.
Is that only once?
Yeah, I pick one enemy unit.
You pick the one enemy.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so it's not the first thing that goes in.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was trying to work out.
The Overlord, has put my will be done on the big blob warriors here, and they're just probably going to shoot at the Razor Wing. Why not? The Lich Guard, because they haven't really got a job just yet, they're doing my scanning action on my home objective.
Yep,
makes sense
there,
too.
guys.
And then Giraffe of Doom has shifted over, so at least a couple models are in reanimation range and has continued to keep that on.
And he might even have some Gauze fire range with his gun.
Potentially.
He'll go over into the plane. I think it's 24-inch range, so he might be all right. So, you're doing your Stare of Doom, Harbinger of Doom, Pointy Finger of Doom from the...
Pointy Finger of Doom. So it's roll 3 dice on 4 pluses for closest enemy unit, which I think is this. Because there isn't any excluding aircraft shenanigans, anything like that. So it is probably just going to be against him. So Corpse suffers 3 mortal wounds.
So he's down to 7 wounds remaining. Which is luckily the aircraft with a nice big base. Sorry about that, the portal camera works. So he's down to 7 wounds remaining. So, Pointy Finger of Doom has been successful.
Very successful.
Do you know what your shooting phase is doing?
No, I'm going to have a little bit of a think about it because that was way more than I expected.
Fair enough. Right, we'll come back to you and Harry's worked out what and who he's shooting. Okay, so I believe Harry is commanding his warriors to do his bidding.
Yeah. We're starting with the warriors first because I realistically know where they're going to go. Everything else can kind of be a bit flexible.
Yep.
So the warriors are all going to use their assault weapons into the wounded Razor Wing. I did say I wasn't going to shoot them down, but if I can, why not? And actually, the only other things that are in range are going to chuck out troops choices, which means I'm not going to get any points.
Yeah. So the combination, Harry's got +1 to hit from the My Will Be Done. So that negates my -1 to hit for lightning fast. There is some dense cover there, but we've basically ignored that by going for lightning fast reactions on the
whole blob.
On the thing. So now the whole blob is hitting on 4s basically.
Yeah. So we've got 2 lots of 16, so hitting on 4s, which is not bad.
No, the CP only saved me like 1 there. I am toughness 6.
So 5's to wound. So there's 2 wounds so far.
Yep.
And
I think the CP literally saved me 2 hits.
Yeah, but my 2 command points to put the 4 up on the reanimation hasn't really helped.
True. That's a lot of 6s, mate.
That is 8 in total then.
8 in total, nice. Now, what's the minus on these?
Minus many, so you're going to be on your invuln.
Yeah, so it's going to be the...
-2, so...
Yeah, so on a 5-up invuln for the Knight Shield. So that is... 5 go through.
Cool, I'll take that.
How many damage do they?
1 damage pop.
1 damage, do they?
Yeah.
My brain always puts them as heavy bolters, so it's...
Well, no. Heavy bolters, that'd be horrid.
Yeah, it would. So he had 7 left, he's taken 5, so he is down to 2. Excellent. Oh, sorry, I thought this camera was awkward there, but I was changing that dice. Do you know what you're shooting next week?
You know what, we're going to go with the Tesla Immortals.
Cool, into the plane?
Yeah, might as well. So they are going to be hitting on 4s regardless.
Yeah, because of...
Yeah,
they
so
basically get free up. So
10 shots hitting on 4s, but 6s do explode.
Yeah, because it's now unmodified.
So
the Tesla sort of makes up for some of the misses.
Because it's 2 hits.
Yeah. You add 2 in.
Scores 2 additional hits, yeah.
5's the wound.
That is 3 wounds, no AP.
So this will be on my 4-up. That's fine.
That's a shame.
Good job you aren't Method, because that would have hurt.
Yes, that would have. My Giraffe is going to be out of range with his spindly guns.
They're only 12 inches, are they?
They're only 12 inches.
Oh, I thought they were.
They're 12, yeah, so 12 inches, but they're assault free, so he's got 6 shots in total.
Okay, fair enough.
So for him...
has the Plasmancer got a stack of light, or is it his own?
That's a very good question.
Because I can't remember if they do or not. I don't use them.
We don't use them, so we'll have to find out. Plasmancer. Yes, he does.
Staff of light, so he's got some shots.
So he's got a plasmic lance. So
Okay.
18 inches, assault D3 shots.
So he should be in range.
3 shots.
Nice.
Happy days. Hitting on 3s, but you're -1.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s. Okay.
Nice.
Strength 7.
Sweet.
There's all wound.
Yep, minus.
-3.
Okay, so on to 5-ups. No.
They're 2 damage pop.
Okay, so yeah, I can't save him either way.
Does he explode?
Does he explode?
He
Does
does.
explode, and he explodes a grand total of D3 and 6.
Cool.
So on my Venom, takes 3. Lovely. I will mark that up now. On your Scarabs, you take 3.
Cool. So they're down to 1 wound. That squad.
Yeah, and I believe your Warriors as well.
Warriors are in range.
They also take 3.
Jeez. And I don't get reanimations because of these.
Double check that because I'm sure they're.
It's a mortal wound.
I read something. It's worth rereading it.
Szarekhan. I get saves against mortal wounds.
You do. So yeah.
So I think it's 5 ups. Cool. 2 are saved. So actually only
Is
1.
that Scarabs or is that?
That's Warriors.
Warriors and Scarabs is.
So we'll put 1 back. Sorry, no, 2 back. Sorry, because there were 2 6s there.
Yep.
Then the 3 mortal wounds against the Scarabs. Cool. It's down to 2 wounds rather than 1.
Yeah, and that the Razor Wing is destroyed. So that loses me 5 points. And a chunk of firepower as well, which is frustrating.
And engaging all fronts becomes a smidge trickier.
Yes. So
Literal smidge.
yeah, so I will take him off now. Wait, come here, sir. Right, Harry, what have you got left to shoot?
It's just the 2 destroyers, interestingly.
Okay, so where are they going?
You know what? We're going to chuck everything into that second plane.
Fair
Because,
enough.
frankly, I've got my grind them down points now.
Yep.
So I don't want to take out the Venoms just yet. If I can take out the planes,
Yeah, that's
it makes
fair
life a lot easier. I'm not going to do... I don't know what strength are they? They're strength 6, so you can toughen 6.
Yep.
So because it's 2 command points for extermination protocols, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
And also, do you know what I've forgotten as well? I forgot to do my free reroll for those ones. Forget them.
He's
So
dead anyway.
you're dead. So first one in here,
Yep.
into that one, hitting on 4s, and re-rolling 1s because of hatred.
Yep. Hates everything.
Cool. Now, falls to wound,
Yep.
and I get a free re-roll here. Yep, so that's 2 wounds at -3 AP.
Fire gun. Oh.
2d3 damage.
Takes 3 damage.
Cool. Then the second one. Reroll those ones.
Yep.
Cool. 2 hits. Falls to wound. Cool. 1 wound.
Fire with gun. 3. So he's down to 7 wounds remaining. That seems to be a running theme. So, is that... Oh, sorry guys, I need to drop the camera. So, is that your army shot, sir?
I think that is my army shot.
Because your Overlord has got the Scythe of Reaping. So he's hasn't got any guns. Drafts are out of range, we said.
Yep.
Scarabs ain't got any guns.
I might charge the Scarabs in a sec.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because they're fly.
Yeah, might as well, mate.
I'm going to try and do a bird strike on your plane. So, do you want to Overwatch?
No, I won't bother. You're in.
They're in. Let's do this properly. So 11 inches gets them set. That won't get them engaged in all fronts, I don't think, just yet, unless I kill it, which is very unlikely.
Yeah, it's very unlikely, but you ready to go straight into that?
Yes, because it's the self-destruct is 2 to 5, suffers D3 mortal wounds. Sure. So
Blow up a base?
Pardon?
You blowing up a base?
I will blow up a base because why not? So I was on. I spent a command point to reroll 1, so I'm down to 1 command point in total to blow 1 up.
Yep. So
in the fight phase, finish piling in, roll a d6 on a 2 to 5, this suffers D3 mortal wounds. D3 mortal wounds? 2. Sure.
Nice.
Down to 5, and that is a base gone.
is indeed.
Granted, it's.
Less attacks, but really that's more likely to do more damage.
Yeah, because they're only strength 3, so it'd be 6s to wound at this point. So that is
the hit automatically wound, so.
Yes. So the weapon skill 4 is hitting on 5s, interestingly.
My shooting is only, my hard to hit is only in range attacks, so you can
Is
nom
it?
accurately.
Sure about that?
Yep.
Okay. Hitting on 4s. I suppose once they're on there, they're on there.
Yeah, just nom away quite nicely. That's 6 automatically wounds.
That's 6 automatically wounds. And then I'll do a Szarekhan. Nope. Because they are strength 3 or T6.
Yep. So 1.
Yep.
Yeah, fine.
Cool.
Razor Wing Jet Fighters with 7 wounds remaining have
5 wounds remaining.
5 wounds remaining, sorry, yes. Have D3 attacks.
Cool.
One attack. I'm presuming 4 doesn't hit, it's not a venom. No, it's standard 6 up. Okay, so that's lots of shooting next turn. That's a bit mean, Harry.
No, it doesn't, because you're an aircraft, you don't.
Oh, fair enough.
All right.
Well, in that case, is that your turn, sir?
Yes, it is. I will double check the scales. I don't think I'm going to get engage. I get 1 point for
scanning,
and then 3 points for grind them down. So actually, that's not a bad little turn.
Oh, that's pretty good, mate. So we'll come back to you with the Drukhari turn 2 in just a second. Right, guys, so that is Drukhari movement phase complete. Harry, I'm going to spring something on you. What's the scores, mate, going into turn 2?
Scores on the doors, not including the 10 points for your primaries.
Yep.
Because
I was holding this one here and this one here, guys, and Harry's scarabs were still holding that one.
Cool. So it was because you've lost 5. It is going to be 14 points to my 4 points.
Yep. So that's with the 10 points for the Arkana and the plane guys.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Not the worst score in the world. Interesting.
No. So as far as moves concerned, the flyer has come over here, away from the scarabs. Harry informs me that aircraft can still shoot, even though they've fallen back.
Yeah, because they're
aircraft. I can't remember reading that, but I'll take his word for it. So otherwise, as far as movement is concerned, one venom has moved up around here just to get a bit more line of sight in close range on bits and bobs on this side of the board. The other one has stayed still with its passengers. This venom has disgorged its cargo of witches. Actually, I forgot to move him because he was coming back over here to do a bit of screening on the old Veil of Darkness.
Yeah.
Just to keep
and
the
engage on all fronts.
That too, yeah, I've forgotten that. So he's disgorged these guys and zoomed over here now, guys. So they're ready to hold that objective and to also ready to scan it next turn.
Yeah.
The venom has moved here to be able to charge the scarabs and shoot them. Obviously, the homunculus could probably put a stinger pistol into them as well. Over this side of the board, the succubus is going to try and charge the warlord. No, what is
Overlord.
The overlord. Zoom around that little gap there on a nice skinny little base. And then the witches have moved themselves up to take advantage of their knives and try and kill some warriors.
Makes sense.
That's about it for the turn, guys. So I get my command point back. That's about it. I obviously now get advance and charge, which will allow me to get over here. And Harry is in the protocol of the sudden storm, which means him either moves faster or
I can do
actions.
So I've chosen so that I can do an action and still shoot.
So I'm assuming you're thinking you're going to be able to move on.
Yeah, because the +1 movement realistically isn't going to do massive in this turn. So actually having the, I was expecting.
What actions have you got to do though, mate?
So a scan realistically.
But you can't do that. That's at the start of the movement phase, so you're not on it to scan it.
That's very true. So I'll just do the +1 movement then.
Yeah, there we go. So that's a bit of thinking.
Yeah, it's because I'm thinking as if it was a raise the banners jobby, but no, you've got to be on there at the start of the movement phase.
Yeah, because this one is expressly at the start of the movement phase.
That I control.
Yeah, so that is that. So we will come back with the Drukari shooting in just a moment when I've worked out where all the guns are going. Okay guys, so we've got some guys arriving in the store in a second, so we're just going to walk you through what's shooting at when, and then we'll come back with the actual shooting. So the succubus is going to shoot the scarabs with a splinter pistol, and supported by the venom there. The witches are going to put their firepower into the warriors. The razorwing is depending on everything else. And these venoms are going to attempt to try and remove those scarabs along with the guys in the warriors. So let me just welcome these guys into the store behind us, guys, and we'll back with you the dice rolls in just a moment. Right guys, so we're no longer alone in the store, so if you hear some background noises, apologies, but it is the store's owners, so we really can't kick them out. So we have, first of all, the homunculus firing a splinter pistol into those scarabs. It hits. 2's to wound, it's enhanced poison. 2's wound, don't think there's a minus on this dude.
Cool.
I can't remember if that's...
I can't remember if that's a save either. 6 up save, so that's a fail. And
cool.
they're not close enough to get the cover.
No, then we have the...
Is that just 1 damage?
Yes, it's just
cool.
a naff little thing of pistol. Just then we have the venom, who will first of all... I will put the rifles in first because I might sneak some saves. And then we have 3's wound because it is serpent-y things. So that is 2 wounds, no minus.
Cool. 6s.
Make 1, so that takes down to 2 wounds. And then we have the splinter cannons. 2 hits. Ooh, come back here, dice. 2 wounds, minus 1.
I don't get a save in that case, so that is
4 damage across
1 down to 2.
Nice. Okay.
And I also get reanimation.
You do.
So 4, because it's 4 dice in total, because 1 model has
died.
because one exploded. No.
No. Cool. So then we have the witches. They are throwing a grenade and 4 pistols into the big blob. So these are hitting on freeze.
This is a grenade.
Yeah, plasma grenade. And this is strength 5, I think. So we freeze to wound you. Okay, that's wonderful. And then it's a 1 wound at -1 this time, Harry.
Cool. So 4 up save base down to a 5. Yeah, 4 up save down to a 5. Nope. And then a 4 up
You don't
reanimation.
get that quite yet, but it wouldn't have different pistols. I should have put Prey on the Weak on, but it wouldn't have different pistols. Then it's 1 more wound, no minus.
1 more wound.
Yeah.
Nope.
So 2 reanimation from the
2 4-ups. So we'll take those 2 off, and then 1 does get back up.
Cool.
We're going to edge closer over.
Yeah, fair enough. Cool. So then we'll go on to the venoms over here. We'll put the closest bolt-headed venom into the scarabs in front of him.
Yeah.
So we have 4 rifle shots. Hitting on freeze.
Yes, because they're out in the open.
Yep. Then freeze to wound because of poison tongue. Doesn't make a difference. The cannon. That's 2 wounds. Freeze to wound. 1 wound, 2 damage. You don't get a save because it's -1.
-1. Yeah, that's fair enough. So 1 goes splat.
Cool.
And I get my 4 reanimations.
Nope.
No, that's definitely not.
Definitely not. And then we have the other venom, so we'll do the cannon first. 1 hit. No wounds. And then the splinter rifles. This is again from the venom still, guys. And then freeze to wound. So that's 3 wounds.
Minus.
No minus on this one.
Cool. So 6s. Okay. So takes 1 wound.
Cool. And then the guys inside who don't have grenades, annoyingly. Always winds me up. And then freeze to wound because of poison tongue. And that is 5 more saves, 6 up on the scarab bases.
5 more, sorry.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
that's annoying because that's actually not a bad roll. So that is 4 wounds go through. So that is down to 3
Then you
wounds.
can reanimate that one now because of.
Reanimation.
Yep. Oh, sorry, I wasn't doing that. Nope.
Nope. So that is poor lonely scarabs.
Yeah, that takes you off of that for primary. goals.
Yes, that'll give me 1 primary point at the end of this.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
So then we have just the flyer left to go. So he is going to put his disintegrator cannons into that destroyer.
Yep.
His missiles back through the wall into that destroyer.
Yep.
And then the splinter rifles, I'm going to take a punt and put into the warriors, the scarabs below. I'm sorry. You measuring, Harry?
I'm just saying, if you kill enough, I can potentially get that objective back.
Oh, by reanimating into it, possibly.
Yes.
Cool. So we'll start.
Tactics.
We'll start off with the rifles into the scarab. So 2 hits, freeze to wound, because of poison tongue. So that's 2 saves on that scarab base with no minus.
This one here.
Yep, and it's only 1 damage. So
6s. Nope.
the 1. So he takes the wound.
Down to 2.
Okay, so then we have the disintegrator cannons into the guy in the mechanics terrain.
Yep.
So this will be now hitting on 5s because of damage.
Hitting on 4s because of the bracket, and then -1.
So hitting on 5s. That's not too bad. Wounding you on
T5.
So wounding on 5s, that's the problem. So 1 goes through, it's -3. I think you got a 3 up armor base.
That's what I want to say. 3 up save, T5. Yep, so one goes through, so 5 up save needed.
He's annoying me, that guy. So then we will have the missiles, and this time we are going to go with the. How many wounds has the guy in the room got? He's just got the 1. 2 wounds, doesn't he?
Both destroyers have 2 wounds remaining.
Okay, so we'll go with the monocyte missile, going backwards through the wall. So it's D6 shots.
These 2 damage.
Yeah, so 1 shot, annoyingly. Hitting on 4. Does hit. Freeze to wound you. Does wound. This is no minus, but it is 2 damage.
Cool, so 2 up save.
Damn. That's really frustrating, guys. So that is all my shooting complete. So we have some charges to do. So I'll start off with the easy ones. Both Venoms are going into that Scarab.
Yeah, sure.
I can't really fail it. Yeah.
So that's the first one.
Yeah, both Venoms are into the Scarab bases, which is a reasonably straightforward one.
So, and
that Venom is going into that Scarab base.
Yep. Yes, he is.
So he's in as well. And then we have got the Succubus is going to charge the Overlord.
Okay.
So you're going to go through the wall into the Overlord.
Yep.
On a 7, she's going to zoom round.
Like so.
So just tuck me behind so I'm not in engagement range of the Warrior Blob. Actually, no, I will go and tag the Warrior Blob as I go in, because now you can't overwatch the rest of them.
Well, no, because you would have had to target them as a...
No, because I'm not targeting them. I'm just going to go into them, pile in round the corner.
Yeah, but what it means is you wouldn't have been able to get engagement range of them in the charge phase to deny overwatch because you didn't declare them as a target.
So I was going through the wall.
Yep.
Round. So then
around the wall like that. So that's fine.
Will I then pile into them? To
yes,
them?
but that happens after
Good
charges.
point. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Sorry, I camera work is pouring in. My brain was not working. And then the rest of the witches are going to then pile in, going to charge into...
I will overwatch.
Yeah, I figured you might, but you're going to shoot them. Actually, who's in the wall there?
The
Destroyer.
Lich Guard and Destroyers.
Oh, we're going to destroy them.
Okay.
So, into Destroyer.
I don't think that would get them in, actually. Because...
Are you up against the wall?
I'm not against the wall.
I will re-roll that then.
Yeah, because...
CP re-roll? A5, that should do in.
Yeah.
So for simplicity's sake, we'll leave them this side of the wall, because otherwise we've got to move the drain to get them in, but they are just the other side of the wall.
They're there.
For the movement. So that's fine. So, how does your dude's Aura of Zappiness work?
Aura of Zappiness. I like that name. So the Plasmancer. So what does the witch do in terms of damage output?
The Succubus?
Succubus, sorry.
So she's going to have 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, -2, 2 damage.
Oh, sorry, no. Living Lightning is the start of the fight phase. Okay. So that is the inbuilt ability.
Is that how does that one work?
So on the start of the fight phase, roll 1d6 for each enemy unit within 6 of this model. On a 4+, they suffer mortal wounds.
Okay, so do you want to do that now? Because I know it's out of sequence.
Yes, it's out of sequence, but so the Succubus, yes, and the witches, yes.
So just 1 mortal wound?
1 mortal wound pop.
Cool, so 1 witch is dead.
And
the Succubus
then
down to 4 wounds.
Then it's the Tesla Weave.
Yep, so this is his other...
Which is the Cryptek Arkana.
Yep.
So at the end of your charge step of your opponent's charge phase, which this should have been the first one, select 1 enemy unit that finishes a charge within 6 of this bearer this phase. Roll a d6 on a 2+, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. I'm going to go into the witches, interestingly.
Okay.
So roll a dice on a 2+.
No, and
I
you
can't see
re-roll it because it's not one of the
hits or something.
So we're down a witch, and the Succubus has taken a wound, but that is that. So what we'll do is we will go with the Succubus into the Warlord, the Overlord.
Yep.
Oh God, I'm falling over. Sorry guys, I just tripped over my own feet, which is always a fun thing to do. So the Triptych Whip, she adds 3 to her attacks characteristic. So she's a base attacks characteristic of, oh God, sorry Harry, I misspoke to you. It's actually 9 attacks.
Oh.
No,
we're just still going into the witches, because if I can try and keep that Destroyer alive,
yeah,
that suddenly becomes a bit more of an issue for you.
Okay, so she has got hitting on 2s for this. So that is 4 mortal wounds straight through onto the Overlord with precision blows.
Okay, she was down to 1 wound.
Yep. Then we have 2s to wound, so that is another 4 wounds at -2, I want to say. So it'll be on his 4 opinion irrespectively.
Yeah. I do have a CP reroll with this, though.
Yeah.
So 4 mortal wounds, I would get my Szarekhan
yes,
save.
That is true.
So we'll do the 4 4 up inbuns first. So I saved 2. How many damage are these?
I think it's 2. It is 2. It's definitely 2.
So it's 2 damage. I will let.
Let's see the cogs working, guys.
No, I'll CP reroll this on the 4
That
up.
makes sense.
No, so that's me out of CP for the time being, and then was that how many? There's 4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds plus the 2 damage, and then the other 2 normal damage. From...
Yeah, so he's taken 2 wounds, and then 5 up saves because of Szarekhan. No, so he's dead.
So that is play the Warlord in old terms.
That is annoying, and because I spent my CP, I shouldn't have spent my CP on a reroll. I should have spent on resurrection protocols instead. Didn't think that one through.
I thought that was 2 CP, otherwise I'd have said something to you. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. No, because it's 1 CP. Rolling a 4+. Yeah, I should have done on that one.
Sorry, dude. I thought that was a 2 CP, otherwise I would have said to you.
Last. Are you going to pile into the warriors?
With
the Overlord, not with the Succubus.
I probably will, because you're going to shoot me anyway.
Okay.
So just into the very end one, so I don't want you to minimise the attacks coming in.
So it would be 2 attacks.
Yep, I've also got the witches to try and kill the destroyer.
Yeah.
So hitting you on, they got extra weapon skills, so these are actually hitting on 2s with their drugs. I can't pick all the dice up. There's one more to roll off this. So useful at re-rolling the 1s because of the succubus nearby. That was still so that's 1 there. I'm at strength 4 at this point.
5 to wound.
So it's 5 to wound you. I'm not gonna. I did think about prey on the weak again, guys, but I forgot about it, to be honest with you. So that is 1, 2 at -2.
Okay, so 2,
and then another 4, 5 at -1.
Cool, so the 2 at -2. So these are on 5 up saves.
Yep.
Nope, so he's dead.
Yep, so the reanimation doesn't kick in there. So the witch is doing what the witches do best. And I will remove the one that you killed. I didn't roll the dice for him, guys. I just haven't reached over and got him yet.
Do you want to pile into the Lich Guard?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've got stratagems to lob many a grenade at you in Overwatch.
Fair enough.
So you now get to punch me with some warriors.
I get to hit you with 2 warriors. So they're 1 attack base.
Yep, they are.
So hitting on, minuses hits, so hitting on 4s. Nope. Don't think they hit on 3s in combat.
I think the Immortals might be, but
Immortal, yeah. Oh no, weapon skill 3+.
Okay, so 1 goes.
So 1 hit.
Hits. Cool.
Does wound.
Cool. So I think that actually take a wound off her. So she is now down to.
She's taking 2 wounds then.
She's taking 2 wounds, so she's now down to 2 wounds remaining, I believe. I've got a dice here tracking it, guys. So 2 wounds remaining. How many has she taken?
So she's taken 2 wounds.
Taken 2 wounds. She's done 3 wounds. I thought that sounded wrong. Right, so that is my turn done, guys, realistically.
And that's my command.
Oh no, I've still got to kill some
Scarabs.
Some scarabs.
Yeah.
So 3 attacks each over here from the venom. Hitting on 4s at this, 5 4s at this point. A 3, that's strength 6, I think, dude. So that has wounded you.
Yeah.
1 damage, it's -1, so you're not getting a save against it, but you take 1 damage on that base.
Okay, it's down to 1.
And then we'll do both those scarab. How many wounds has that scarab base got? There's only 1 now.
Onto that one. So that one's got 1 wound.
Yeah,
and then this one's got 2 wounds remaining.
Yeah, I'll do both of them at the same time because you can't reanimate
and
regardless. And you can't interrupt. And you surely miss all of them anyway.
Cool.
So that is my turn done, guys. So we'll top up my scores and we'll come back to you with Necron's turn 2 in just a second. Right, so Harry is somewhat dependent on the pointy finger of doom at this point.
Yes, because we looked at ranges and the only place I can veil of time is in this corner here. Because you've completely zoned me out the entire board.
Except for a sliver here, which doesn't fit all the warriors in.
Yeah, it wouldn't have put them in coherency, so I couldn't have done it.
No.
So, what we've done, Scarabs have both jumped over their 10-inch move and they are now getting me some points for engaging all fronts.
I haven't noticed you did that.
And that's all really they can do, realistically.
Which film was down to 3 wins, dude?
It was that one there, because that was where the plane exploded.
Oh yeah, of course it was. Sorry, I'm just...
Otherwise, he now goes up to full health.
Yep, because I failed to kill him again.
And realistically, he's probably just going to stay there and try and take out that flyer. Realistically, I don't see what maybe going to the witches if I can't kill him. The giraffe has got line of sight on the witches. If I can kill them, fantastic. Lich Guard have moved up as far as they can, so they are on the wall, so they will charge them just to get up.
Yep.
Because they've had to stay there, I am relying on the pointy finger of doom from the Plasmancer to kill
the
Succubus. Not great, but it's something. And then last but not least, these Immortals here have moved up, so they are now recapturing that objective and will probably either I'd probably shoot combined firepower against the Razor Wing, and go against and probably charge the Venoms.
That's fair enough.
Because I need to now get forwards, which is my main issue.
Yeah.
So, Point Finger of Doom.
There we go.
So, 4 ups.
1 wound left.
One wound left.
And you can't CP it.
No, I can't CP it, but
She's down to 1 wound.
she is down to 1 wound. It's better than nothing, honestly.
That is true. But you are trapped in, well, you can't shoot her, you are trapped in combat, so.
Yeah.
The
And
only thing would be it doesn't really help you too much, but the Plasmancer's field might kill her at the start of the fight phase.
yes, that is true. At which point,
Doesn't really help you too much here, but
yeah,
it wouldn't be her, it would be the end of my charge phase for,
the D3 mortal wounds, which is a nice big one.
but again, she's got 1 left, so
Yeah,
that's not too much.
but really, if I can kill those witches, that's best they can be.
Yeah, so you ready to go with that?
Yeah, we'll start off with Gerald the Giraffe.
Yeah. With
So
Balls Cutters or something? Or
they are the Atomizer Beams. Cool name. So we have got 2 of them. So
at this point, guys, I am the other side of the
6
wall.
shots.
Harry's got clear sight through.
yeah, well, that side there, 6 shots, hitting on 4s. That is hit. Menu. It's strength 6, so it's 2 to wounds. So 3 wounds at -2.
Okay. Yeah, the 2 dead. Right, guys, 2 seconds. Right with you. Hey guys, so a bit of extra noise in the background there. Apologies. So we're back with us. So we have the Destroyer.
Yep,
Trying
going
to
into
kill.
that plane.
It's -1 anyway, isn't it? So
Yeah,
I
going
will
through
just-
the vents and Europlane. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because I hate everything. Cool.
Hatred helps.
I forgot about the reroll one shot with him. Forget him. Freeze to wound, reroll
What's
one of
strength
these.
6, is it?
Strength many.
I don't think it's that strong, actually. Whatever it used to be.
Might be.
The heavy one is very, very strong.
So strength 6.
I think it's toughness 6, so it's force to wound.
Force to wound, so reroll one of those because of Szarekhan. Nope, 1 wound, -3 AP, so you get your...
5 inbound from the Night Shield.
Right,
Sorry.
okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10 shots from Teslas will go into that plane.
Okay. So 4's the... Who did you put my Will Be Done on? Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Sorry, that was not intentional.
There's a 3 there. And reroll one of those because Szarekhan.
So 3 wounds.
Yeah, 3 wounds, no AP.
Base 4 of armour. So... drops 1, so he's on 4 wounds remaining at this point.
Yeah.
And then the Pointy Finger of Doom staff, I presume will go into him. It was quite a powerful, potent weapon, I
It's
remember.
strength 7, it's assault D3, it's whether or not I just try and kill those witches.
Ah, you're cool.
Because I've killed 2 already.
Yeah.
He's hit them for I will go.
And the only thing would be, because they are technically the other side of that wall, whether they'd be able to see him through the closed eagle door.
That's very true. So we will go into them.
That's where us being lazy and not moving terrain to get models in hasn't been so helpful.
3 shots into the plane.
However, that could be quite useful.
Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Freeze to wound. Szarekhan. Cool, 2 wounds. -3.
Sorry,
Of course you do. Of course you do. And that is my shooting done.
Okay, any charges? Will we just roll straight into those?
Yes, I will charge.
Lich Guard?
Charging Lich Guard into the Venom.
Yep. Go for it, dude. I'm not overwatching you.
They're in.
They're definitely in on that roll. We'll move them in a second.
Move them in a second. Now,
Anybody else?
how many CP have you got?
Tree.
Tree. Yes, we will. We will charge the these ones into them.
Okay.
So -2 to this roll because of
They're in.
the terrain.
So that's the...
Mortals into the 2 Venoms.
Yep.
And then the last thing we're going to do, Gerald the Giraffe's going to make a charge.
Okay, into succubus.
Because the succubus only has 1 wound. If I can plink off that 1 wound,
Yep.
because he's got 4 attacks.
Yeah. So don't forget that the Plasmancer's field might kill her anyway.
Yes, it's just a bit of backup.
Okay.
Gerald's in.
Nice.
Fantastic. And then Plasmancer, I think, he's only got 1 attack. And he is hitting on 3, though.
Again, there's a good chance he's dead with the amount of what's there anyway, mate.
Yeah, so actually, for each enemy within 6 on the 4+ suffers 1 mortal wound. I'm going to keep him out
just in case.
for the time being, because if you do kill him, then I'm completely scuppered.
Yes.
Nice way to put it. So, start the fight phase. For each enemy unit within 6 of this model, 4+. So, we'll do Succubus first.
Yep.
Yay, she's dead. And the Witches. No.
No.
So
the Witch is fine. I don't think I have a stratagem to get her back up, but I will double check this. I think it's pretty much, if there is one, it's probably going to be Homunculus rather than Succubus, and I would probably use it previously. But there we go, so she is dead. Then we have the Lich Guard to move. We'll be back with you with the fight phase in just a moment. It's mission Kill Venoms.
It is.
So,
we'll start with the Lich Guard, just because. So 3 attacks base with the sword and boards.
Yep.
So hitting on freeze.
-1. Blighted Blast could have helped me there, but...
Potentially. Wound you on freeze now.
Yep.
What are you? Good. And then I get 1 free reroll for Szarekhan.
Yep.
Cool. So that is that's 6 wounds.
1 for each. At this point, I have a 6-up invuln in combat, so he's alive 1 wound.
Okay, it's not the worst, but I would like to have killed.
Power from
that
pain being useful once again, guys, and again,
Very
apologies
useful.
for camera angles.
2, 4.
Then we have a 10 bops from the.
Yep. So
mortals.
I've base to base both, but they're all within engagement range, so they can attack the one that doesn't have any Cabalites in it.
Yep.
Because I don't want to for you to spill out and then.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're already going to get.
Quite a few points.
You're going to get max points anyway because you hold this objective because of the Witches.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so you get 15 points on the primary. So, and then these are strength
4.
4. Yeah, so 5 to wound.
How many is that?
That is 3 wounds, no AP.
Okay, I think roll it. I'll see what we get.
Okay.
Why don't I get over there? Anyway, so that is that done. We have 3 attacks from this venom back into the Lich Guard. Sorry, I missed my change now, sorry. So 1 hits, 1 wounds, -1. So you get 3 ups.
3 up.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then we'll do all the attacks over there. Actually, we'll make a difference because of reanimation. So 3 attacks from the damaged one. All hit. 2 wounds. Actually, you took a venom strength 5, so I can't.
I'm T5.
Your strength was 5. I am strength 5 base +1 for a Blade Bane. So yeah, all 3 wounds at -1.
-1. So
One of them is -2, I believe. So I think I roll 6. Let's do all at -1 because I can't remember.
ugh,
So free drop.
free drop. Gets reanimate.
Yep.
So 5s. 1 gets back up.
Yep.
That's not great.
You doing any movement shenanigans with your reanimation? Stay wherever you are.
So
Because you can bring him back where somewhere you want him.
no, because they're all going to continue to be. Actually, he will have to go back because they can't move him base to base, but he is.
Yep. Okay. So then we have the other venom. Hitting on wounding on freeze. 1 more wound, -1. He's
That's
fine.
it. Cool.
So that is combat done. That is turn done.
What have I killed this turn?
You have killed
Succubus.
Succubus.
That is it. So I
Yeah, and a couple of witches.
I didn't get grind them down this turn.
That's annoying.
That's a shame.
So we'll work out some scores and we'll give you them at the start of Drukari turn 3. Okay, Harry, so at the start of my turn, what is the scores?
So the Necrons are on 7 points because I got the 3 points for engage, but I didn't get any points for grinding down. And you've completely denied me any primary points as well, which is massive.
Yep.
Interestingly though, you, Toby, are on 27 points, I think it was, because this is not including the primary points for this turn.
Yep.
But it is including the
To the last.
points and all that sort of good jazz as well.
Both those models are here.
Yes.
Hiding in the corner. So the Razorwing is going to fly off in turn 4. And come back on in turn 5. The Archon is basically just twiddling his thumbs at the back. He's a bit of a combat monster if Harry does get close to him, but it's whether he wants to.
Yeah, it's whether or not I sacrifice. I go, granted, you can have 10 points, and I just try and push back on the primaries.
Yeah.
That's the thing I've got to hope and pray for.
So in terms of the movement, what's happened? The Venom has stayed in combat. The Witches over here are doing an action to deploy, get the forward push in Harry's deployment zone.
Because you get 8 points if that one goes off.
Which it will, because you can't stop him at this point, because it's the end of the turn.
I have to double check the Plasmancer.
But I think 6 inches, well, maybe.
I'll just...
If it's the end of my turn or the end of battle round, but anyway.
Yeah, we'll have to double check the Plasmancer.
So here, the homunculus is going scarab hunting, and the Racks have formed a line to basically hold up the Lich Guard if they kill the Venom in my turn.
Yeah.
Over here, the Cabalites have got out to go scarab hunting and get themselves ready to do an action on that objective if I control it at the end of the next turn. And the Venoms are sat there ready just basically to hose those mortals down with Splinter Fire. And like we said, the Razorwing has come this way. His wingtip, though, can see the annoying destroyer. So that is the plan, is to kill that destroyer finally, and then clear up what we can the rest of the Necron force.
I've got noble command protocols, so...
Yeah, nobles are dead, so we don't have to worry about that. And I am now on Battle Round 3, so I have now got +1 to hit with all melee attacks. So
Lovely.
my Venoms become even more stabby in combat, which
Fantastic.
is lovely. So we'll get some shooting sorted out for you guys, and then we'll be back with you with that in just a moment. Okay, so Drukhari shooting phase is ready. First up, we have the Stinger Pistol from the Homunculus into the Scarabs. So hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s with enhanced poison. So that is that. I don't think there's any minus, Harry, but we'll roll it and we'll double check.
Nope.
So he's down to 1 wound.
Cool. One quick thing we have done here is, because of the Plasmancer, Toby has been bothered to move out of lightning range.
You still move doing an action, just can't shoot or do anything else like that.
Yeah.
So they've basically moved out of the range of his lightning field, which seems like a sensible thing to do to not take some mortal wounds.
Yeah, it does.
Well done, Harry. Well remembered. So next bit of shooting here, we have the...
Otherwise, that's 8 points down the drain.
Yeah, pretty much, because there's all but guaranteed to kill them. So you have the Venom shooting its guns into the Lich Guard. So the rifles first, so these are rapid fire, so it's still at maximum ballistic skill. So all hits, wounding on 3s because it's that, but 1 no minus. This is your 2
What's this on these?
Yeah.
Of course.
So 1 takes a wound.
Of course.
And then with the Splinter Cannons.
We'll go for...
Should have 5 Splinter Cannons first, really. Anyway, 4's this time because he's a heavy. All hit. 3's the wound because of there. So 1 wound at -1 this time. Hey, he's fine.
Cool.
Then we'll come on over to the Venoms over here. So we have the...
Doesn't really matter which one.
No, Splinter Rifles hitting on 3s. Wounding on... Oh, God, throwing away. Everything's dying. Wounding on 3s. So that's 2 wounds, no minus on those Immortals.
Cool, one dies.
Yeah, and then the Splinter Cannons before you reanimate them. 2 hits because of the big guns. And then 1 more save, -1 on this one.
Cool.
Yep.
And then... Reanimation? No.
4, no.
Cool.
So in the second Venom, this is its Splinter Cannon. 1 more save, -1.
Nope.
And then the rifles. There's 1 more at no minus.
Yep. So reanimation.
Ooh,
New. And I don't get to re-roll that one because it's not a warrior.
Yep.
Cool.
So that is the Venom side.
That one's gone, and there was 1 left alive, wasn't there?
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
From what you were saying. So we now have the Venoms, the Cabalites that are going scarab hunting.
Yep.
So
out of interest, does your succubus have your Archon have a blast pistol?
he does.
Okay.
So that is 6 wounds at no minus on your scarab, sir.
So 5 up save because he is a wound cover.
Yep. That's an impressive roll.
That's an impressive roll. So that is down to 2 wounds.
Yep. Okay. So then we have the flyer here.
Yep.
So he's got his rifles going into the scarab.
Yep.
And then everything else is going to fire back through into that there
Destroyer.
destroyer. Hopefully kill it at long last. So with 4 wounds remaining, he's on the middle purpose, but hitting on 4s. So the scarabs will be. Carrie, can you measure from the 12 inches to your scarab, dude? Because I haven't got enough hands.
What, from the...
From the base or the closest part?
Yes, he is.
Cool. So we've got 4 rifles going into scarabs. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. That's annoying.
Nope. Takes a wound.
Cool. Then we go hitting on 5s through to that destroyer.
Yeah.
This is the disintegrator cannons. Annoyingly, the Archon can't give him real ones because he's not core. Wounding on 4s. I will CP reroll that one.
Okay.
So I haven't used any for a while. Nope.
So 2 of them at -1.
-3 on the super cannon.
Cinder again, so 5 up saves with these.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I want that other one to go through. So we have 1 wound remaining.
1 wound remaining.
And then we also have the missiles
Missiles.
to fire. Just for weight of dice, I'm going to go for the necrotoxing. So hit 3d3 shots. Say weight of dice, that's 4 shots. Hitting you on 5s because of the cover. Nope. That's frustrating. That destroyer refuses to die. That is all my shooting done.
Cool. And your assaults? Or charges, sorry.
Homunculus is going to charge the
Scarabs. Sure. He's in.
That will probably be it.
Okay, so
Homunculus first.
the key point is the reason why Toby's moved them is because at this point I would have done my 2 up for a D3 mortal wounds from the Tesla weave.
Yep.
And then also start the fight phase as potentially do an additional mortal wound because he's a Plasmancer.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with the Ichor Injector from the Homunculus into the Scarab. So it hits on 2s, and number 1 attack can be made. If I hit, you take a mortal wound.
Cool.
So all I have to do is 2 up. I roll a 1. Woohoo! Yay. I'm not going to bother re-rolling that.
No.
So then we have additional 2 attacks from the Scissor Hand. Each time the bearer fights, it makes 2 additional attacks with the Scissor Hand. So we'll make 2 attacks with the Scissor Hand. Hit on 2s. I didn't read what strength it was. That was half lovely.
6 wound.
Strength used is 4. This is poison.
Cool.
So 6 wounds, and it's an additional -1. So this is -3. Scarab
gone.
is dead. He's dead, Harry.
He's very dead.
Dead.
We'll then go back to my combats.
Yes. So who are you going to choose to activate?
I'll chuck the Immortal in, why not?
Okay.
Into the Wounded Venom.
Yep.
Nope. And now it is only just the Wounded Venom that is of engagement range.
It is. So he has. I'm going to attack over here first.
Yep.
So 3 attacks onto the Lich Guard. Hitting on freeze now, doesn't make a difference. Wounding you on freeze. 2 wounds at minus. Oh, sorry, 1 wound
freeze.
at -1.
Fine.
That's fine. And then it's your Lich Guard attack next.
Freeze. I realised I probably could have done my Szarekhan reroll on him. It's not going to be worth it,
You
realistically.
can't kill him, so it makes that much difference.
I'll do Szarekhan. Cool. So that is 2. That's 6 in total.
Yep, it's correct number of dice. He's dead, Harry.
Does he blow up?
Please. Yay.
Does. So is it just 1 mortal wound?
I think it's 1 mortal wound and 3 inches. Let me just double check this. 6 inches. So the
Rax will
Racks take a wound. They have an feel no pain.
Cool.
So on the 5, I will double check it. I think that's fine.
I get my Szarekhan feel no pain.
What do you do?
He's fine. So actually,
Doesn't make a difference.
doesn't make a difference at all.
So let me just see the racks. I believe they have a feel no pain. Insatiable pain. Yep. So that was fine. So cool. That is the end of my turn.
That is. I will regain that lost wound for living metal and start my next turn.
So at the end of my turn, I'm
points.
getting 8 points on the secondary for the one of the Witches in the Ruins.
Which is why you always move your models.
Yes. Then I get another 3 points for engaging all fronts for the Venom, the models here,
Yeah.
the Witches in that corner, and then those Venoms over there. So that gets me another 3 points. Then we're going to Harry's movement phase, turn 3. This will be interesting to see what points he's on, and we're back with you in just a moment. Okay, so Necron's turn 3.
Yep. No primary points once again. This is because
Just shutting you down.
Yeah, he's shutting me down really, really effectively. So George, the Giraffe of Doom, has moved so we can see the witches.
Yep.
But also was in 6 of those warriors there.
Yep.
Plasmancer has moved over, so his Finger of Doom, I know that's not his proper name, but Finger of Doom is just so much cooler.
Yep.
His close model is going to be that wounded Venom.
Yep, and the Mortal's fallen back into the cover from the Venoms.
Mortal's fallen back into dense cover, so he is just going to keep himself safe for a little bit longer, maybe try and get some engagement or front points, that kind of thing. Destroyer has popped up to here with his 10-inch move, 8-inch move, sorry. So he can either shoot down into here or can go up against those that pesky Razor Wing.
Yeah, they've been duking out all game.
They have been. He's not done too bad, has he?
By rolling, hasn't. There's been good sometimes and appalling when it comes to shooting, killing him.
That's very true. The one Scarab has checked himself behind there, so he's not going to be seen by the the Archon, and get me engage points. And then the Lich Guard here have moved up and will probably swing round to sort of this sort of way, so I'm not heroically intervening into the homunculus.
Yeah.
So we can't be heroically intervening, but we'll hopefully just butcher those.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Seems like a good plan.
Finger of Doom time.
Finger of Doom. Onto the Venom. 4 ups.
Okay, 1 mortal wound.
Yep, that's fine. So the Venom is on 2. Finger of Doom has been...
This is the thing, he's not a very common choice, but he's not done too bad.
I think in smaller games he's got in place. I think larger games he just gets outshone by other models.
Oh god, yeah.
So do you know what shooting first, Harry?
Yes.
Gerald?
Yeah, we'll do Gerald.
Or Gary, what do they call him? Gerald?
Gerald. Gerald the Giraffe.
You could call him Geralt. Geralt the Giraffe.
I think Gerald, because that's the old Toys R Us giraffe.
Ah, yeah, true. That's a good out.
So 6 shots, hitting on 4s. Cool, 3 hits. 2 to wounds, and a Szarekhan. Cool. So that's 3 wounds.
Yep.
You're in buns.
In buns. 1 is alive.
Cool. So
I would believe. I will double check that because I've just got a weird thing in my head. Oh no! What's the bonus on him?
pardon?
They're dead.
Mine's 2.
They're dead.
Oh, good.
Because they've not fixed something against shooting.
Good.
So that's them dead.
That's them gone. Good. That's what
That
I
makes
need.
you happier.
Does make me significantly happier. Plasmancer.
Yep.
I'm going to try and pop that.
Venom.
No, I'm going to pop it into the other one, actually.
Okay. So -1 to hit.
-1 because I'm going for the Dents and the Venom.
And just
so D3 shots. Generally. 2 shots.
Nice.
He's on 4s.
Sorry, guys.
1 hit. 3 to wound. Szarekhan. No. Cool. He can't do anything. Him.
Into plane.
Yeah, we'll go into the plane.
Okay.
If I can deny you some more points, that's probably the best thing.
So no.
D3 shots.
I thought it was flat 3 shots.
It's flat 3 shots, isn't it? That's a shame because that was a 5 then.
You got D3 shots, don't we?
4s.
So, yep. Reroll those ones.
Hatred.
Hate everything.
Nope. Won't kill it. 3 to wound. That does wound.
Yep. 5 up. Invuln.
Nope.
Oh.
D3 damage.
That is a mighty 1.
1. I've got 2 CP at the moment. I'm not going to do it because I need to keep...
You can't kill him anyway, so it's...
Yeah, exactly. It's not worth it.
No, that makes sense to me, dude.
What I will do, though, is I will come back because we're going to have to divvy up the warrior blob.
Okay, 2 seconds, guys. We're back with you. Right, guys. So we have divvied up some shots. So we have a whole chunk going into the Venom and the rest going into the Cabalites.
Yeah.
The Cabalites have had Hunt from the Shadows to give an extra +1 to their armor save from cover. So that's +2 to their armor save. So they're on 2 up armor save in that cover. And then they have lightning fast reactions for -1 to hit.
Yep, so the way I've done it is there's 14 in total. 5 are going to go into the Cabalites, the guys at the back, because they can only get in range of the Cabalites.
Yep.
And then the other 9 are going to go into the healthy Venom, because I'm going to try and do some punchy shenanigans.
Cool.
So, 9 into the Venom.
Yep. So hitting on 4s here, guys, because Venoms.
And no my will be done anymore.
Nope.
Cool. I will do my Szarekhan reroll now.
So how many is that, dude?
Strength 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your T5.
Tougher 5, yes.
So that in total is 5.
5. Cool. So 5 ups. Make 2, so 3 go through. So we're on the healthy one, you say?
Yes.
So he is. So I'm going to say 3 went through then.
3 went through.
So he's down to 3 wounds. Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention to the camera then.
And then we'll do the other lot into the Cabalites. So these are hitting on 4s as well.
Yep. Which saved me 1 shot.
Fantastic. That's 4 total.
4, and this is back up to 4 up because you're -2, aren't you?
Yes. Save 2.
Save 2 wouldn't have made any difference, but there we go. So 2 are dead. We'll take the 2 closest ones.
Cool.
So that is that. That's like your shooting complete, sir.
That is my shooting complete.
Do you know what you're charging, or do you need to think?
The Lich Guard are going to go into the racks. We know that.
Okay, so charge that in. Roll that even.
They're in.
They're in. They couldn't really fail at that point.
Now, Gerald.
Who's he charging?
This is the thing. I don't know how I want to do this.
Who can he charge?
No one. No, it was
just
it was keeping how I keep within 6 of.
Okay.
So at the moment, I have got. Realistically, those warriors have to go into that venom.
Yep, that's fair enough.
I'm only going to go against the venom because Cabalites with -2 to their charge, it just doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
You going to Overwatch?
No. You're in.
Cool. 9. Good. The Plasmancer will charge in because actually, if he can get some extra mortal wounds off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he's just going to go into the closest venom.
Yep.
He's in.
He's in that roll, he is.
And other than that,
You're done, I think.
we're done. So
Cool.
we'll come back
The
with.
charge has moved in, and we'll work that out in a second, guys. Okay, so we have mortal wounds coming up from Pointy Finger Man.
Pointy Finger Man. So starting off, Fist Venom?
Yep,
Nope. Because it's a 4-up, isn't it?
I believe so. It was
4-up,
a
yeah.
Yep.
Very Wounded Venom? Nope.
No.
Cabalites? No.
No.
That
Lightning
was
Field.
disappointing.
You ran out of static, mate.
I have run out of static. He needs to get some fluffy slippers in the carpet.
Yep.
So we'll start off with the Lich Guards into the rack. So these effectively have transhuman on them.
Yep, so that's cool. I don't have enough CP to interrupt, and they can't do lightning fast because they are coven.
Yes, and they're very slow.
Yeah.
So hitting on freeze. Now, wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
Because of transhuman.
What's your strength? Are you hitting at 6, isn't it?
I'm hitting on 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will then do a single
Szarekhan?
Szarekhan. Nope.
Cool.
So that is 2, 4, that's 6 wounds in total at minus a fair bit.
Yeah.
-3, 1 damage.
So we're about around 3. So at this point, I've got a 6-up invan.
Yeah.
So make 1.
Yeah.
And then how many damage is it?
1 damage pop.
Okay, then I got a 5-up, feel no pain. Which I make 2 of. So
Cool.
3 are dead. We will kill this dude. Let's go over here. So this dude, and we will kill this dude here.
There's another one needs to die.
And then there is another one, isn't there? Let's go. Go in.
Cool.
So, okay, guys, that's poor in camera work. I apologise
And
profusely.
then what I'll do is I'll just pile in so that
Yeah.
I'm now definitely within in that quarter.
There was, yep. So I'm still within 3 inches of the homunculus, who will end up doing his scout, the forward push on that.
Yep.
Because the rack's still, I'm controlling the objective because they're troops.
Yes.
So let's go over here. Who's swinging first, dude?
It doesn't really matter. We'll do
That dude's
the.
probably got more chance of killing it.
It's got one
Left with
attack.
Dice. Only 1 attack.
Yeah, we'll do the Plasmancer though. So 1 attack. Does hit.
Sweet.
Strength 7, I want to say. Strength user, strength 4, so 5 to wound.
There.
Does wound.
Sweet. Minus.
-3.
No.
Flat 2 damage.
It's dead.
Did you go
Dead,
pop?
Jim.
No.
So that is that venom there. Ooh, you got him.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Cool.
Oh, you can slice out. Ow! Cabinet helmet to spiky.
He's
He's there. Just pop him wherever you
there.
go, Harry.
And then what I'll do is I will use my
Pilot
pile in just to go
onto that objective, most definitely.
onto that objective most definitely. And suddenly he, at the moment, is the only one who can target
Yep.
matey.
That's fair enough. So racks are leadership 8. You've killed 3 of them. So
On a 6, you'll fail. That's the
fine.
opposite of a 6.
So that's that is in a turn, I believe, mate.
That is the end of my turn. So I will get 3 points for what do you call it?
Engage.
Engage. Yep.
1, 2.
No, yeah, 3 points for engage.
1. Scarab, Gerald,
And
Many.
Destroyer.
Yeah.
Or Mortal. You pick.
Or Plasmancer.
Or Plasmancer. You pick. Grind them down.
Yep, you score that this turn, I believe.
Yes, because I've killed the Venom, so I have killed
Venom,
something.
Yeah.
Because I haven't actually killed any other units. Cavalry Warriors, will they need morale?
No, not with lost 2, they won't have done, because they are still leadership.
Leadership
8.
7. Leadership 8?
With the Cyberite alive, they're leadership 8.
Right, so how is an Orc Boy Mob only leadership 7?
Because they don't, GW don't like orcs.
Right, okay.
You know this.
Yeah, so forward push, I haven't done any others, so we can put scores on the doors and we'll come back.
Alright, 2 seconds, guys. Right then, guys, so that is the end of my command and movement phase turn 4. 63 points to 13, as it currently stands, to the Necrons. So, what we've got, movement-wise, is, well, realistically, the homunculus has started the scan on this objective here to get me some more points, and the racks are holding the Lich Guard in combat. The Arkana is going scarab hunting, so he's just moved around here, trying to get line of sight, but couldn't. Technically he can, but realistically it's in the very tippy tip of his gun, that's a bit janky to do so. Tournament play, yes. Casual campaign, no. So he's going to go and try and kill some scarabs in combat. Over here, the Venom and the Cavalites have moved so that the Plasmancer is their closest target, so they're going to try and kill him. And this Venom on the far side has advanced forward to be able to get me engaged on the fronts for the full 4 quarters. So that is my movement, guys. We'll start off with some shooting. So, Harry, I'm going to start off with the Cavalites into your Plasmancer. So with the 3 of them remaining, that's 6 rapid-fire poison shots.
Cool.
So hitting you on freeze. Oh, camera's drifting up to one side. Wounding you on freeze. That is 4 wounds, sir. No minus.
Cool. I've got 4 wounds and a 4-up save.
Cool.
Because don't get cover for that.
You're on top of the crate, mate.
Exactly.
You're exposed there.
Okay, so takes 2 wounds.
Cool. We'll do the splinter cannon from the Venom. All weapons are going into the Venom. There, guys, are going into that Plasmancer. I don't like his auras. All hit.
Cool.
Freeze. 2 wounds, -1. 2 damage a pop.
5 pin buns.
Nice.
Okay.
Then we'll go for the rifles on the Venom then. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Sure.
Cool. That's my shooting done.
Fantastic. Charges.
Charge phases. The Venom and the Cavalites will be going into the Plasmancer.
Sure.
Because I need to kill him to get rid of that aura, even though I know he'll then be doing that. The Venom will also charge the what's he called, Harry? Immortal.
Immortal? Yeah.
So Venom, Cavalites.
Well, they want it.
Yeah, they're in. So that there. Oh, and the Archon's going to charge that Scarab base. On 8, he's in.
Yeah, he's in.
But he's going to go just behind this bit of ruin here, guys. So he's not actually visible. The true line of sight, possibly. I don't know.
There's a window there.
Oh, there is, yeah, but it might not be quite so visible. So yeah, that is that, guys. So Harry, can you move my Venom in for me, because I haven't got long enough arms with this camera. You might have to just jank it because of the
He's there.
spiky bits.
Those guys going in both?
No, they were just in the Plasmancer.
Okay.
I don't fancy the chances of getting punched that many times by warriors.
Cool. Charge vet, I can select one enemy unit. I will select the Venom, I think.
Cool.
On a 2+. Yeah. D3 mort wounds. 3.
Venom's dead.
Venom is dead. Does it blow up?
Blow up, blow up, blow up.
You.
No. That's annoying. I forgot that.
And now, lightning. Because at the start of the fight phase, roll d6 for each enemy unit within 6 or smaller. On the 4+, they suffer a mortal wound. So that is literally just the Cavalites. Yep, they suffer a mortal wound.
So we're down on some Cavalites. So we have the Cyberite.
Which one's the Cyber out of interest?
Domehelm.
Domehelm.
Yeah.
So we'll do him.
So 5 attacks from the Cavalites into the Plasmancer, hitting on 2s now because of power from pain. And of course, I roll 2 1s. Wounding you, strength 3, so it's going to be 5 to wound you. 2 wounds, no minus.
4-ups. Okay, down to 1 wound.
That hasn't gone as well as I'd like.
Now, I'm going to whack you with my ribbon stick.
Okay.
So, No, I'm not.
Cool. So then the racks. So we have 3 from the side. What are they called? The champion.
They will fight first, actually.
You chose that one.
Yeah, it's true.
So
that's me being stupid. That is me being very stupid.
So hitting on 2s, of course, 2 1s. Wounding on 4s for poison. So that is 2 at -2.
So
and 1
4
at
ups. No.
Kills 1.
Cool. And then, yay.
We did remember the racks last turn, guys. Roll off camera, they did nothing. So
12 attacks.
Moving on 4s because they're transient.
And then a Szarekhan. Nope.
How many is that?
So that is 2. That's 6 in total.
6 in total. So 6 5 ups now. Followed by 5 ups.
No, so they're white.
They're white. Luckily, it doesn't kill my scan because I had to control it at the start of the turn and not the end.
Very true.
So I'm still holding that scan. Are you consolidating into my
No, I'm not, because whilst I'm there, I will count as controlling that objective at the start of my turn.
Yep.
So they're going to stay where they are so they can do their scan.
Yeah.
Because even if you charge me, combats don't.
Yeah, they don't stop it. No.
Stop actions.
So the end of my turn, I have still got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Arkana.
Yes.
He's got something like 7 attacks with the Gym Blade. Of course, it was 1. It's going to be 2s. Do Scarabs are most definitely wiped. Does he take a wound from the Gym Blade? He does.
Cool.
So Arkana has taken a wound from the Gym Blade. I will mark that up in a second. Ooh, that was a terrible camera work, guys. I was transferring the camera between my hands and it went a bit wobbly. Well, how many wounds did Arkana have, Ray, do you know?
No, I don't.
5, so it's got 4 wounds left.
I should do, because of the amount of times I faced him, but...
Yeah, so he's on there with 4 wounds. So that then is my turn, dude.
Fantastic.
So do you know what you'll do? Oh, we'll come back.
I've got a plan.
So Harry's got a plan. We'll come back with the start or the end of the movement phase for the turn 4 Necrons. Okay, guys, so there is a plan afoot.
There is a plan afoot. So starting off, I got full 15 on the primary, because I hold this one with George.
Yep.
I held that one at the time being with the big blob of warriors.
They're activated, guys, you might have figured.
Yep. And then, because I killed the racks, I've got more models.
Yep.
So they are going to stay still and just do their action on there.
Yep.
Might as well. Then there's the big blob.
There is indeed.
So thankfully, the Plasmancer survived.
Yeah, that's why I was desperate to kill him, guys, because I wanted to kill the Scarab for the base, and I figured I'd kill him to stop this nonsense. But now the Archon is exposed. So
yes. So
shooting phase, sir.
Yes, because none of my
abilities.
Win 24. Yes, they will. They'll do my pointy finger of doom because it's at the end of your movement phase, which is now.
Yep.
If his model did not fall back that phase, he didn't because it's a veil.
Yeah, because I would have used cut them down.
Yes,
try and kill him.
Try and get a knife through the portal.
Yeah, Dobby-esque moment.
Yes. So roll 3 dice for each 4 plus the closest enemy unit within 24 and visible to this model. He's 24 and visible. So 4 suffer mortal wounds. Cool. 2 mortal wounds then.
Okay, he's got 2 wounds remaining. This is not looking good.
Oh yes, because you took 1 from the Gym Blade.
Yeah, damn Gym Blade.
Forgot about that. So we will start off with the Immortal here.
Okay.
So
Immortal into
the cab lights.
Yep.
1 hit.
Yep.
Does wound.
4 up.
Nope.
Oh, so kill the cab light, the side right will stay alive. So we're now contesting that objective.
We certainly are.
Destroyer or Gerald?
Where's Gerald? He's not going to be 12 inches away, is he?
No.
No, he's there. So Gerald will go into
Venom.
the Venom.
Cool. So -1 because of Venom.
Yeah. So 2 hits. Strength 6, isn't it? Strength 6, that's 2 wounds, sorry.
Yep. Minus.
2.
That one goes through.
Cool.
So down to 5.
Okay, so what we're then going to do is...
Down here, I presume?
No, we're going to do him.
Oh, okay.
He is going to shoot the Venom.
Cool.
So, 3 shots.
Almost. Oh, yeah. What are you wrong? Oh, the reroll.
For hatred,
Yep,
misses completely. Ooh, that's not good.
Nope.
That's really not good. Right, so we've got...
Lightning fast reactions.
Surprisingly, I am going to play Solar Pulse then to ignore benefits of cover, just so you can't play things like Hunt from the Shadows or anything like that. So that just means that it just stops any of those shenanigans.
Yeah.
We'll start off actually.
Plasmancer?
No, we'll start off with the Warriors because there's just more chance of shots.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, there's 14 there still.
Yeah, we haven't got any for a while.
4, 8, 12, 13, 14. So we'll just do two rounds of 14. So hitting on fours. Freeze. And I'll do a Szarekhan now. Cool, so that's 6 in total so far.
Cool, right.
Then the second round.
Ooh, yep, sorry, I was changing hands of the camera.
And then freeze. So that is 5, another 5, please.
Cool. So, got a nice little pile here.
I unfortunately don't get the Mephrit. Lovely.
Fine. Ah.
No.
Okay, so one goes through, so he's got 1 wound left.
Yeah.
He's got a 5 of invuln at this point. He's dead.
Good. So that also
not far off, but
that also denies you 5 points for the grind to the last.
yeah. That's
It was creature power.
Which is very important.
So James failed the first of the invuns.
No, that's very true. He actually survived.
Yep.
Plasmancer's just going to stand there now.
Yep.
Charge phase.
Oh yeah, charging.
So
Is that like barely just dropping up?
the destroyer is going to charge the Cavalite.
Okay.
He is.
He's definitely in with that roll.
Cool. So I'm not going to charge with the Immortal.
Yeah.
Because if he does survive, you're just going to put all the attacks into the Immortal.
Yep.
And currently we are now contesting that objective.
We are indeed.
So he's got 2 attacks.
Okay.
And it's any attack, reroll 1s. Do you want to heroically intervene with Homunculus?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So 2 attacks with the Destroyer. 1 hit. That is a wound.
It is. So minus.
No minus.
No, it's a 4 ups. He's fine.
Okay.
And that's it. So I'll attack back with the side right. I believe they have 3 attacks.
Oh, you'll hit.
And they hit on 2 at the point, so then it's going to be 5 to wound you. Are you not touched on 6, are you?
No, I'm T5.
Cool, so 1 wound, no minus.
That's a 1.
Cool. So
He
takes a wound.
takes and wound. That's
Yep.
fine, so he's down to 2.
Excellent. Okay,
And
guys.
then we shall count up some points.
Yep, okay, so guys, apologies for the noise in the background, we're just having some movement in store. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay guys, so Drukari turn 5, final turn. What's happened in the movement? So, Homunculus has fallen, well not fallen back, but he's moseyed back this way, away from the Lich Guard, just to get me engaged on that corner. Obviously nothing in this corner. The Razorblade has come on the only spot he could fit, with being 9 inches away from enemy models,
So
being used. He could have gone over here, but it's not very much use to me. Venom has moved around to basically to contest that objective, and there's a possibility we can kill the Reanimator. And the Cavalry Warrior has fallen back and played Cruel Deception to fall back from the Destroyer and be able to shoot still.
Just because you need all the shooting you
I
can
know
get.
I can get. So we start off with that there. My brain's gone. Cavalry Warrior, Cyberite. He's going to rapid fire into the Immortal.
Yep.
So we are going to be hitting you on freeze.
Yep, because it's Cruel Deception, no -1 for
Yeah, I
back.
miss with both of them. That's a very, very good start to things. So in that case, we are going to put all the Venom's firepower into Gerald, whatever we named him. So we have the Splinter Cannon first, hitting on freeze, wounding on freeze. That's again because of
Toxins, because he is a monster.
Yep. So
Any
that is
minus?
-1 on that, mate.
Cool, so I've got a 4-up save.
Yep.
Okay, so he takes 2.
He does.
How many damage are those?
2 damage each.
So he's down
to
to two wounds. Crikey.
Cool. And then we'll put the rifles into him.
Yeah.
2 hits. And then we'll be wounding all 3s. That's another 2, no minus this time.
Cool. So 3 up saves. So he's down to 1. Okay, well, that'll have to do.
Yeah, so what we've got left at this point is effectively the flyer, who is going to put his rifles into the warrior, realistically, at this point.
Immortal.
The immortal, sorry, yeah. The missiles into the reanimator and the disintegrator cannons into the destroyer
that you've been trying to kill in the entire game.
So we'll start off with the disintegrator cannons. I am on 3 wounds remaining, so I need to double check what I'm hitting at this point. Not much, I don't think. Still middle bracket, so I'm hitting on 4s.
So 1 to 2 wounds in his final bracket?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s, missing a dice.
Is this against the mortal?
Yeah, this is against the destroyer.
Destroyer, okay.
That's better.
That's not good.
Wounding you on 4s, we think we worked out as. There you go, Harry. That is a -3. 4 of them, a -3, 2 damage a pop.
4 6-up saves.
If you do this, at long last,
that is him gone.
Finally dead.
That's him gone. I think fair enough though. He's done very well this game.
He has. He's done you very well. And then we have the rifles into the warrior. 1 hit.
Now, of interest, so did you do the 1 or 2 CP for Cruel Deception?
Just the 1.
Just the 1, so we can't charge. That's fine.
Does wound. So no minus.
On him.
No, on the immortal.
On the mortal. So 1 of them.
Yep.
I need him to stay alive, realistically.
He fails.
I'm going to spend 1 CP.
You've got CP left, have you?
I've got 2 CP left, so I'm going to spend 1 of them on the CP reroll. Because if I can keep him alive...
Makes a big difference. He's gone.
He's not. That's
huge.
That is very, very big.
And how many wounds is the guy thing got left? So we will, in this case, we will do the necrotoxin, which is what we always plan to do. So 3d3 shots. That's a bit better than my last attempt with this weapon. So hitting you on 4s. Wounding you on 2s.
I find it really funny that you're on 3 wounds remaining, you're still on a good bracket.
Oh, it's quite impressive. So 5 at no minus, sir.
5 3 saves.
Actually, it's 5-6 because of the father.
He's gone.
He's gone. Does he explode, actually? He does explode.
He can explode.
He doesn't. He implodes.
Nice.
George has done quite well, though.
George has done surprisingly well this game. So that is the end of my turn, mate.
It is.
So I have scored.
Is it my turn?
Anything this turn?
Engage.
on front. 1, 2, 3.
And
so
you've killed
2 points.
3 units for grind them down as well.
Yeah, so you would actually have to table me at this point to equal that.
Yeah,
you can't
realistically,
outscore
I can't score in this one. So it is now really just down to, I think it's Operation.
Yeah, so we'll
Kill
come
that
back
thing.
with Necron's turn 5 in just a moment. Okay guys, so we're into Necron's 5th and final turn. All that's left to do is, shooting wise, is the Plasmancer. He has moved slightly further forward. The Necron warriors are doing their
Final push action.
scan on the objective here.
He also heals a wound. Not that's going to make much of a difference. But we're now going to do Pointy Finger of Doom
Yep.
into that.
Just before you know, Harry, the only thing that has also happened is the Lich Guard have moved into that table quarter.
Yeah, because it's 24. Yes. Lich Guard have moved in set because if for some reason he doesn't die, I can always try and save some points by charging him and then flip him round. Really, so I just want to kill him though, because that does cost you 5 points.
It does.
Or I'm getting me a couple of points. So Pointy Finger of Doom, mortal wounds. Only takes a mortal wound.
So he's down 2.
That's not great.
So he's down to 2. Sorry guys, that was poor in camera work.
We'll then do the Lance. So assault D3 shots. 3 shots.
Sitting on -1, whatever that might be.
So 2 hits.
Yep.
I've got CP left.
So.
I'm not, because I want to make sure I've got a command. Actually, I've got 2 command points. That's because I gained them at the start of this turn.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend whatever it is, the auto wounding one. So 1 wounds.
Yep.
Just because it is 2 damage, and then freeze to wound. Yep, does wound.
So 2 5-ups. I will spend my last CP.
Keep him alive.
Try and keep him alive.
Makes sense.
No.
No. Does it explode?
It is
No.
not.
So that's him gone.
It is.
Granted, that does mean that I won't get engaged in all front points, but it should, however,
Let's go
knock you down.
So that
grind
is
down.
the turn, I presume, Harry?
So, yep, so forward push, I get 13 points for that.
So guys, we will work out what the final scores were here and come back to you with a bit of a debrief, and that will be that. So see you in just a moment. Okay guys, so that was that. Final score was a draw.
It was 71 points to 71.
Yeah, with the painting scores, yes. Yeah, that was, I think, a couple of turns of each was getting no primary.
Yeah.
Really swung it.
You held me back first couple of turns,
Yeah.
and then afterwards, last couple of turns, you had nothing left.
Glass
really.
cannon kicked in, and the cannon was shattered.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're talking off camera, we sort of pack up a little bit, and the Plasmanzer, despite getting a lot of stick online and on paper not looking that great, kept you in the game.
Oh, yeah.
He's the double mortal wound.
So the double
field.
mortal wound for the for movement and combat helps, and then also you have to pay those 20 points for that end of charge. But
Yeah.
still, just a couple more wounds here and there.
Because we were looking at, you killed the super succubus,
Yep.
which would have ripped face through your army.
A couple of witches.
A couple of witches, a venom, or maybe 2 venoms. He killed the razor wing.
Yeah.
Who killed the other? I think he might even killed the second razor wing.
No, that was your favourite destroyer.
Oh, the favourite destroyer. Oh, bloody destroyer. He was doing my nut in the entire game.
I think
But-
larger games you take a tam, but he's not bad for a small game.
Yeah, small games, small points. He works quite nicely. Yeah, it was quite impressive. The race wings surprised me. They went down too easily, as per always as with flyers in the grand scheme of things in the game at the moment. But they did all right without having any other anti-tank or special weapons in the army. They did the job. It just proves you need the special weapons in Drukari armies to make them work well. But again, toning down by bringing them probably made this more of a fun game for you.
Well, it made it a
game.
very close game.
Yeah, so I think it worked. Anything to add, mate?
Not really. I think what I've taken back, all right, George didn't do masses, but there was potential for him to actually be quite useful, especially knowing that really you're banking that you're probably going to spend 2 command points turn 1 to make sure that you've got one of your bubbles done. He's all right.
I think he didn't do very much in terms of his reanimating ability. I don't think he actually got you any extra reanimations.
No.
But the fact he's just there and he's a bit pointless.
You don't really want to shoot him.
I only targeted him at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If he had quantum shielding, I think it would make it all something along those lines make a big difference. But I said you saw how easy it was to bring him down with just some anti-infantry
Or put it like
firepower.
this: if that was, say, another bunch of scarabs and say another destroyer, you would have shot both of those probably turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah.
Whereas, like I said, he is fairly docile and harmless. He did his job.
Yeah, I still think there's a big. You look at the things, and I think the competitive build of the pre-game move and the OPSEC everything with lots of scarabs still, to my mind, seems to be the way to play Necrons. Because you go, especially a game on this scale, you go, wow, I'm OPSEC, I'm going to hold these objectives. I've got no shooting, so actions mean nothing to me.
That said, though, the Szarekhan Dynasty actually I quite liked as well. Or I didn't get the command protocol shenanigans for the full part, but
What happens when your Overlord meets Succubus?
yeah,
with mortal wound whip?
it gives me a bit of flexibility, and actually the 5 at mortal wounds, especially with things like thousands of Grey Knights on the horizon, I think they're not a bad little one. Plus, they've got a 4
gives
up
you
for
some
denial.
saving defense, doesn't it? I think it works.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you for that. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll catch you for the next one. We're still building up towards some sort of special game. We haven't worked out what it's going to be yet. And Harry, somewhere around here, has got a kill team box that we're hopefully going to
Right here.
break. There he is, big old beastie.
So, picked up one of these, and we will be bringing these onto the channel.
Yeah, we've got to work out how to play it. But then we'll bring it with you soon once we've actually read some rules. So we'll catch you soon, guys. Enjoy it. Catch you next week.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.